Health officials are currently warning of a devastating loneliness crisis sweeping across the country, leaving millions of adults feeling disconnected and adrift. Yet, a different story is unfolding in private. Millions of people are quietly and intentionally stepping back from their social circles, finding that they are sleeping better than ever before. This shift often begins with a single moment. A phone rings, you see the name of a draining acquaintance, and you let it go to voicemail. Instead of failure, you feel a sun mush of oxygen. For years, you were the steady one, the person who absorbed arguments, answered the midnight calls, and fixed things when they collapsed. You believed that being the one everyone leaned on was the definition of being a good person. This newfound desire for solitude marks the moment your nervous system took control to protect itself, making a decision that your conscious mind was too exhausted to handle. Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory explains this sudden withdrawal. It describes how the human nervous system shifts states based on the stress it accumulates. When emotional resources are drained repeatedly without recovery, the nervous system shifts into a protective state, entering a lockdown mode to conserve what remains. This shift happens automatically. The nervous system moves into a protective, energy-conserving state without seeking permission from your conscious thoughts. This involuntary shutdown functions as an evolutionary biological defense, built into our species to prevent total physical and emotional collapse. Your current inability to be the reliable one for others is your biology successfully executing its primary directive, survival. Understanding this response requires looking back at where the nervous system first learned that emotional closeness was a source of danger. Psychologist Murray Bowen identified a pattern called emotional cutoff. It occurs when a child learns that getting close to someone means absorbing their instability, leading the child to adapt by anticipating problems before they arrive. University of Iowa research shows that early emotional stress creates heightened activity in the brain's social processing centers. This results in threat detection and pattern recognition that operate much faster than average, identifying when a situation is off before a conversation even starts. This advanced security system uses years of accumulated data to quietly analyze every relationship you navigate. Total chronic disconnection carries a significant physical cost. The body keeps a meticulous score of isolation, which can lead to long-term health risks. Choosing a healthy path requires distinguishing between the geometry of a wall and the geometry of a boundary. A wall is built from fear and blocks everything indiscriminately. A boundary is built from knowledge, selectively filtering draining influences while allowing healthy connections through. The 75-year Harvard study of adult development defines what actually creates a flourishing life. The data proves that health and happiness are determined by the quality of a small circle built on honesty and care, rather than the quantity of a wide social network. Loneliness is the ache of an absence. Solitude is the presence of a choice. One is a void, the other is an arrival at your own peace. A shrinking social circle represents the deliberate, precise architecture of a life you finally have the energy to live.